This 2020-21 Vendee Globe Round the World Race Report is brought to you by Pantania's Professional Race Cover, your tailor-made racing yacht insurance. Our Sailing World on Water reporter, Christophe Favreau, is in Les Sables d'Olonne, once again, reporting on the finish to this edition of the Vendee Globe Race. He has cornered Yann Elies, who was rescued from his yacht Generali, off Perth, Australia, by the Australian Navy in the 2008 edition, when he had a terrible accident on his yacht. He gives us his finisher's predictions.
So here we are, guys, with Yann Elies, great Vendee Globe commentator. We had him last time before the start for the first days of prediction, and now it's the prediction for the arrival. So Yann, it's a pretty crazy arrival. What would be your comment about that crazy finish?
It's incredible for different reasons. The boats are very close since a long time. Even the weather forecast is good for the leaders. A few days after, they are locked with something difficult to cross because the weather. So it's the second or the third time that the lead of the fleet don't arrive to do the break. And the second reason is that because of the Kevin Escoffier sauvetage.
When he sunk?
Yeah, when he sank, three boats have bonification or have time because they stop their race during 6 hours for Boris Herman, 10 for Yannick Bestaven, and 16 for Jean-Luc Ham. So actually it's difficult to know who wins the race. We have to wait that the first guy is arriving to calculate who is winning the race. It's not the first time in the Vendee Globe because for three editions of the Vendee Globe, some guys have some bonification. I remember that in 2008, Sam Davis lose the third place for Marc Guillemot. So for that different reason, it's difficult to know which arriving in lead and win the race. And the third last reason is that because the weather is very hard, there is lots of break on each boat. There's no boat who have no problem on board and arrive to do all the race without big problem. We have the two last foilers who don't have their port foils to finishing. So and in the Atlantic North, they need it nearly 18% of the race, of the finishing race. So for that different reason, it's hard to know who is winning. So wait and see.
And what about the skipper's state? They must be really tired. They have been nearly 80 days at sea, and they have to deal with all this super tight decision, weather transition to arrive the more quickly to Les Sables d'Olonne. What do you think about that situation?
It's a very hard exercise because they have 76 days behind them of a hard race around the world, and now we ask them to do a figure race. I don't know if everybody knows the figure race, but it's like 200 meters in athletics Olympic Games. In 3 days, you have to sleep the less that you can. You have to push your boat as fast as you can. So when it's a race, you don't have the Vendee Globe behind you. It's quite hard. But now they have the Vendee Globe with them, so it's very hard, difficult exercise to finish and to win this race. I think that Charlie Dana is one of the best figure racer that we know the last 5 days, so years. So I think he know the exercise, he know what's going on to do it. So that's why it's my favorite.
So, and what about you now? Because you're known to have survived a very dangerous situation, breaking your leg at the front of your boat in the Vendee Globe 2008. But you were mentioning on the Vendee Live that you were kind of a bit frustrating to watch the Vendee Globe from the land. So you want to go back. So what about your projects?
Yeah, a few months ago, I was thinking about perhaps I was at the end of my career, but actually when I saw Jean Le Cam, I saw lots of skippers do this Vendee Globe. I think it's possible, like Louis Burton or Yannick Bestaven, to win the next Vendee Globe with an old boat, not a very old boat, 4 years old boat. So my project is to buy a boat like a Plivia or a Gobos or a Charal, and try to manage it as best as we can to win the next Vendee Globe.
And the last question, it's going to be a pretty particular arrival because it's a big lockdown here. The public is not allowed to come in the harbor to welcome the racers. What do you think about that situation? You mentioned that when you arrive from the Vendee Globe, sometimes you're pretty happy. You would like to go directly home and have a safe and quiet comeback, but at the same time, it's very nice to feel all the energy of the public. What is your opinion about the current situation?
I think that the good idea is to do this Vendee Globe. Because a few months ago, during the summer, some guys said, we have to do like the Jeux Olympic game and do the Vendee Globe next year. No, I think the very good idea is to do it because we need the spectator, we need the public, but the sport is at sea. The sport is a race around the Rhone alone. So I think it's important, and it was a good idea to do this race. Even it's we need spectators, we need them, we need their energies. But I think with the new media communication, it's easy to catch this energy. It's not the real one, but you can catch it. And for the skipper who are arriving in a few days now, I think perhaps it's easy to just have your family and your friends with you, to don't have the promiscuity with the guys that you don't know. Never mind, it's like that. You have to open the doors, catch all the energies of the guys that you know, and come back home as quick as you can to sleep and to stay in the flat situation for a few days and a few weeks.
Thank you so much, and we wish you to live that again on the next Vendee Globe.
Thank you very much.
See our Vendee Globe reports on youtube.com World on Water, or our website, boatson.tv.
Taking your racing to the next level. Make sure your insurance is up to the challenge. Pantanius Professional Race Cover.
This 2020-21 Vendee Globe Round the World Race Report was brought to you by Pantanius Professional Race Cover, your tailor-made racing yacht insurance.